Hey everyone, Darren at D French Music. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. This is a beautiful ballad that they did. And chord-wise it's fairly simple, but it does use Travis picking with the right hand, which is going to take a little more practice, and that's what we're going to kind of look at today. Okay, so the song, I'm going to do it in E flat like the original recording, so that means I'm going to do a capo 3. But we're going to play it as though it's in the key of C. So we're just going to be using our C chord on that. We're just going to do it up here on the 6th fret. Okay, so the first thing we're going to look at is the chords. And the chords that we use in this song are C. And then we're going to go down to a G over B, which is an inversion, and that's just your second finger here on the 2nd fret and fourth finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And what that does is it walks the bass line down. And then we're going to go to an A minor 7, back to a G over B, C, G over B, A minor 7, and we're just going to keep repeating that throughout the verse. And then when we go into the bridge, we're going to go down to the A minor 7. And then from here we're going to go to a D over F sharp, which is another inversion. And that we're going to do with the first finger here on the 2nd fret of the 6th string. And then you're going to play this part of your D chord here with your 2nd and 3rd fingers. And you just want to, we're not going to be strumming it when we play it, but if you do strum this chord, you want to make sure you're muting this open 5th string. That doesn't really work well with the chord. So we're going to go D over F sharp. And then we're going to keep our 3rd finger here, and we're going to go to a G, back to D over F sharp, E minor, we're going to hold that for 2 measures, E minor, and then from here we're going to pivot on the 2nd finger back to the C, G over B, A minor 7, D over F sharp, G again, E minor, 2 measures, and then back to C, G over B, A minor 7, G over B. We're just going to keep repeating that throughout the verses until we go back into that 2nd bridge. And then again, D over F sharp, G, D over F sharp, E minor, C, G over B, A minor 7. Okay, so those are the chords we're going to be using on this, and that part is fairly simple. What we're going to have to do now is work on our right hand technique. So Travis picking, if you're interested, I do have a video, a link in this one that takes you to a tutorial I did on how to do Travis picking. And what Travis picking means is your thumb is just going to play on the beat and it's just going to play the quarter notes. So for this song, we're going to be alternating between the 5th and the 4th strings. Okay, so it's just going to be, and your 1st and 2nd finger is going to be resting on the 3rd and 2nd string. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And just keep doing that for a minute until your thumb kind of gets used to that pattern. And then we're going to go down to the G over B, 2, 3, 4, A minor 7, back to the G over B, and C, G over B, A minor 7, and then we're going to go into that bridge section. We're going to bring our thumb down to the 6th string when we put our 1st finger here on the 2nd fret. 1, so 6 to 4, 3, 4, back to G, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that another measure. 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, G over B, A minor 7 again, and then we'll do the bridge again, but down here to the F sharp, and then repeat. Okay, so that's going to be your bass line, that's your thumb, and that's all going to be on the quarter note beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now our 1st and 2nd fingers, they're going to be playing on the offbeats, and they're going to be playing this 3rd and 2nd string in between the quarter notes, 8th notes basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with thumb, 1st finger on the 3rd string, bring your thumb down, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 1 and 2 and 3 same pattern with our right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and A minor 7. Back to G over B, C, G over B, A minor 7. Now we're going to go to that bridge section, so we're going to bring our first finger up here to the 6th string, grab this part of the D down here, and then our thumb's going to come down here to the 6th string. So we're going to go 6, 2, and then your first and second fingers play the same pattern, and then to G, for one more measure, back to C, G over B, A minor 7, G or D over F sharp, G, I think I messed that up, E minor, C, A minor 7, and then back to the C. Okay, so that's the whole pattern. Now what you want to do is, because the original tempo is pretty fast, I believe it's around. So you want to start practicing it slow until your thumb gets used to that pattern. So let's do that again. We're going to start with the C. We're going to go a little faster with it now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now we're going to do a bridge. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and back to the bridge. Okay, so let's pick up the tempo a little bit on that. We'll challenge ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to go to the bridge. Bridge. Pick up the tempo. C, G over B, A minor 7. And we're going to go back to the verse. And once you get the pattern down, you kind of get in that groove. Okay, I hope you found this useful. If you did, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.